Another turn in the presidential race. I'm Ed Kelley, editor of the Oklahoman. With me from Washington is Chris Casteel, chief of the Oklahoman's Washington Bureau, and Mark Green, national editorial writer for the Oklahoman. Both men are frequent contributors here on News OK TV. Okay, guys, even before he won last night in Oregon, Barack Obama claimed he had the majority of pledged delegates to the convention this summer. Does that mean his campaign, his long campaign against Hillary Clinton, is really over?
Yeah, as if there was any doubt before last night. He's reached that plateau or that threshold with the pledged delegates, which a lot of people like House Speaker Nancy Pelosi say is the key mark for him to reach. I didn't see anything in what happened last night, even with like a 30-plus point loss in Kentucky, that would change the minds of those superdelegates.
Right. I think the Obama campaign is saying now, Ed, that they need only 62 delegates from the remaining primaries and the superdelegates to get the 2026 necessary to clinch the nomination. Of course, that's what this has been all about since it began, is getting to that number of delegates. You know, there could be some minor drama when they try to decide what to do with Florida and Michigan, but really, it's all over.
It's all over, okay. Speaking of Hillary, there's been speculation in the East Coast media, as you know, in recent days that Senator Clinton has been a victim of sexism as she appears to have been defeated, of course, by Obama. Do you guys think this is true? Is she being penalized because of her gender?
Well, yeah, there have been some stories in the media, and I think the grumbling is I don't know how limited it is, but possibly to women, Hillary Clinton supporters who feel like she has been the victim of sexism in this race. And it's a bit of a hard argument to follow when at the same time they're making it, Hillary Clinton is winning nearly 2/3 of the men in states like Kentucky. But I think where they put a lot of the blame is on pundits in the media for being soft on Obama through much of this campaign, being tough on her, whether that's sexism, I don't know, but it's definitely a feeling among some women supporters of Senator Clinton.
Right. Yeah, I don't suppose it would ever occur to them that the media, if there is any favoritism toward Obama, it might be linked to the fact that he's just a much better candidate than she is. I agree with Chris. It's a hard case to make that she's the victim of some sexism. It's more likely these are the kinds of things that people say at the end of a long campaign, hard feelings that their person didn't come through, and certainly a lot of women, a lot of female Democrats feel like this was their turn. In other words, a female candidate who had a chance to make the White House, so they feel bad about it.
Right. You guys know as well as I do that Senator Obama is increasingly focused on John McCain as if Hillary no longer is a threat. Is this a good strategy for Obama at this point?
Well, I think it's a great strategy, and Chris and I were talking about this earlier, that he responded quickly to President Bush's speech in Jerusalem last week, and he certainly has all the operations in place to have rapid response and when things like that come up. And of course, he's pointing his attention, his rhetoric towards McCain. I think it's a great thing. I mean, it looks like the campaign is starting, the general election campaign is starting, and it's a substantive one. It's not going to be one on personalities so much as it will be on real issues.
That's right. I mean, he's focused on McCain because they're focused on him, and clearly Senator McCain and even other Republicans, the Republican National Committee, some would even say President Bush in Israel last week are focusing on Senator Obama. So he has little choice whether he thinks it's a good strategy to take before this primary is officially over or not. It's one that in this day and age, and the news cycles the way they are, you really just can't let accusations, allegations, charges, criticisms lie there for hours at a time, lest people think they're true. So really that has been his focus, and it'd probably be hard for any political strategist to argue with that.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you. Stay here on NewsOK.com for continuing coverage of Campaign 2008.